Last week, the Supreme Court announced its decision striking down Trump's sweeping tariffs. I was really struck by the way the majority decision cut across the usual ideological divides on the court. You had Chief Justice John Roberts and the court's 3 liberals, in addition to 2 of Trump's nominees, Neil Gorsuch and Amy Coney Barrett, in the majority. The dissent was written by Justice Brett Kavanaugh, who was joined by the 2 most conservative justices, Clarence Thomas and Samuel Alito. People who've been following the work of the court may be wondering why this was the case, where the justices pushed back on the president's agenda. Since Trump returned to the White House, the Supreme Court has allowed the president to impose and carry out his policies. Orders allowing the president to fire independent regulators, kicking transgender troops out of the military, deportation to third countries of immigrants. But these were temporary emergency orders where the court does not get full briefing. There's usually not an oral argument, and then they issue a very short order that does not always explain all of its reasoning. This was really the first opportunity for the justices to issue a formal, official, and lasting opinion. This decision really checks the president and says that Congress has the power to tax. Justice Kavanaugh, in his 60-page dissent, said that in this emergency situation involving foreign affairs, the president does have this power and that the court should defer to him. Kavanaugh also talked about the real-world consequences and what he warned could be a substantial mess when the lower courts have to deal with the question of refunds to the companies and importers who have been paying these tariffs. President Trump called a press conference just to address this ruling.
The Supreme Court's ruling on tariffs is deeply disappointing, and I'm ashamed of certain members of the court, absolutely ashamed.
He praised the justices by name who dissented.
I would like to thank Justice Kavanaugh for frankly, his genius.
As the president said, he's going to move forward with other types of tariffs, which means a lot of uncertainty for these trade deals and tariffs going forward.